Hey, good morning, everybody. It's been a couple weeks since I've done one of these videos. Have been super busy with other projects, but just going to do a little update video this morning. We did recently just cross that $6,000 mark. Um, Big thanks to ARKK. We bought it a couple days ago and we sold some calls. Unfortunately, some of these gains are going to be capped out with these covered calls. The Fed just announced this week they're going to do I think it was a 25-point basis interest rate hike. Don't quote me on that. Didn't really pay attention to that meeting yesterday, but it sounds like, the stock market is reacting pretty good to it this morning. SPY is up probably a lot. I know ARKK is up. SPY pre-market is up almost 1%. So market is definitely ripping this morning. So hope you guys are making some money out there. Hope you guys are being smart. Hope you didn't short the market too much because it's ripping to the upside right now. Nasdaq QQQs are in the 300s again, so that's good to see. SPY's 414. VTI, one of my favorite ETFs, is at 208. So stock market's doing pretty good this year. Who knows what's going to happen for the rest of the year, but so far it's doing pretty well. Not a whole lot of positions on right now. We have ARKK, like I talked about, but those are going to get called away. They're clearly in the money now. Sitting at $43. I sold this because I wanted some downside protection. I bought it. It ran up a little bit. I didn't really know what was going to happen with the Fed news. I sold it for $1.50, so I'm selling my shares away at $41.50. So definitely almost missed out on $200. So that's a prime example of the downside with covered calls is that you're capping your upside. So up $300 this morning, but as soon as those options update, my portfolio is going to definitely drop a little bit. We have a QQQ spread. I think this is almost at zero. Yeah, it's $1 left. These are at zero. 100% on both of those. These are small. I think we got about $15 for risking 1,000, so like a 1.5% return there. $6 on 300 at risk, and like 2%. Some pretty small plays. I didn't want to trade a lot this week, guys. Just like I talked about with that Fed meeting, I knew there was going to be a lot of volatility, and I wasn't really confident what way the market was going to go. So I kind of tried to stay light. We have a SPY spread expiring today, 390. I think that's pretty far out of the money. We got a whole whopping $2 for that one. But yeah, that's kind of the extent of the update. Not a whole lot of positions on right now. We are using a little bit of margin, just because those ARK shares normally it would cost like $8,000 or so to buy it, but using a little bit of margin, but that's going to get taken away as soon as our shares get called away, or if we close these positions and sell our shares off this morning. So I like to use margin sometimes, but definitely not long term. It would only be for short term plays, just because margin can be risky. In bear markets, obviously you can get margin called. This past year there were tons of hedge funds and all kinds of companies getting margin called. So definitely it's a two-edged sword for sure. It can be great when markets go up. It can be horrible when markets go down. So do only use margin if you understand the risk that comes with that. But yeah, I think that's probably it for today's video. Small account challenge update. We're at that $6,000 mark currently. Doing pretty good this year. So, stay tuned for more content. We're going to continue to try to keep growing this account up and see, what we can do with it. Trying to manage our risk. Definitely not going to try to chase the market. Just going to try to stay, not be greedy and, take what I can out of the market and, pay myself when I can and, be responsible overall. But all right, guys, that is it for today's video. Thanks for sticking around and watching. If you're still with us, hit that like, subscribe, comment down below, give us some feedback. Any of that is definitely appreciated. All right, guys, once again, have a good one. And thanks for watching.